Last week, 909 positive cases at Northwestern. But in an email to students Friday, Vice President of Operations Luke Fagora says, quote, approximately 50% of the positive cases were either reported from at-home tests or from outside testing sites, and many of these individuals have not yet come to campus. Students encouraged to test before traveling to campus, but required to test on arrival, the university leaving take-home tests in every dorm room.
They have the Binax tests waiting on the desk, so I took one, and I tested positive.
A positive result while living on campus means moving into quarantine and isolation housing.
When you submit your positive test, it takes like a couple hours for them to contact you, which feels risky to me.
For students quarantining in doubles here in Hinman Hall, in an email Thursday being informed to expect a quarantine roommate.
I have to share this space with some person, like I'm sure they're fine, but I don't want to do that. Like, I got classes, I've got meetings to deal with. Like, I just want to lay in here and get better.
The email sent by the university to students in double occupancy rooms in isolation, requesting that if given a roommate, students remain masked except when eating, drinking, and sleeping.
Why could I take it off to sleep? Does COVID fall asleep after 10 o'clock at night?
In an email to NNN explaining the policy, university spokesperson John Yates says, quote, beds in isolation housing are appropriately spaced, and our medical experts have told us it is low risk for individuals to unmask while asleep at that distance from each other.
There's nothing in there that was like treating me as a person kind of thing. Whereas like, anticipate this, make sure your room is tidy and welcoming of someone else. There was nothing in there like, oh, realize there's an inconvenience, sorry.
Volk received an isolation roommate Monday night and says he was given no notice that he would be given a roommate that day. Northwestern allows asymptomatic students to leave quarantine after 5 days, but only if they receive a negative test. While the CDC does not require a test like Northwestern, the agency says policies of taking an antigen test on day 5 are the best approach for those with access.